welcome to my channel. My name is Teresa, and today I want to go through the voting on the Bath and Body Works apps and which retired scents I want to return for the next summer sale. I did get this idea from Skylar Capri here on YouTube. I just watched her video today and I so enjoy her channel. She's so informative and like right to the point. I think she would make like a wonderful like news broadcaster. She's so good. If you haven't checked out our channel, definitely check it out. I will link the video down below. And if you're new to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe and let's get into this. So on the app, I know everyone's talking about it, how we get to choose 2 cents from each category on what we would like to come back for semi-annual sale. And I think that's a really smart move for Bath and Body Works. And I do want to go through what's on the list and what I chose and why. And I want to talk about and show you guys some of the products that I do own that are on the list. So the first category is Woody Throwbacks, and we could choose up to 2. So we have Cashmere Glow as one of the options. It does sound really nice, and I have heard good things about this one, but I didn't choose it just because there's others I rather have back. And then the next one is Fireside Flurries, and this is the one I voted for. I think it sounds so good. I've heard so many people talk about this through the years, how good this is, and I believe it launched in 2021. And the notes are marshmallow, cashmere wood, and lavender. That would be so good. I love anything with marshmallow in it. And I think it would be like smooth with that cashmere wood and the lavender. I think it would be really pretty. And I've heard so many people talk about this. I went to a gas station the one day and I heard the coworkers talking about Bath and Body Works and how the one worker was talking about how her friend had fireside flurries and how good it was, and Bath and Body Works doesn't sell it no more and how she was so upset about it. So yeah, I definitely want to try fireside flurries. The next one on the list is Central Amber. That's one of my daughter's favorites. She actually just finished hers up, so I'm sure my daughter would have voted for that one, but I did not. And then we have Bonfire Bash, which I did vote for. I did own like a mini travel size and I did use that up maybe a year ago. And I do remember it being like warm, kind of spicy, but sweet. It kind of reminded me of like Vanilla Romance in a way, but maybe a little different. Bonfire Bash is bourbon vanilla, sandalwood, cashmere musk, and anything with bourbon vanilla I love. So I would be so excited for that to come back. I would love, so Bath and Body Works for fall is going to do like a campfire series for candles. I think it would be so much fun if they did that for body care, like a campfire theme for fall. That'd be so cute. I feel like a little camping theme and have camping body care scents. And then Midnight Amber Glow is also on the list. And although that sounds amazing, you could only choose 2, and my choices were Fireside Flurries and Bonfire Bash, but this one does sound really good. If I could choose a third, I would have definitely chose this one because it has caramel, amber, and bourbon vanilla. That sounds amazing. I've heard people describe it as kind of like coffee. So yeah, I would love that. And also Luminous, which I already own Luminous. It came out in 2023, and this is Ruby Currant Gilded Iris in Perline Amber. And I like this. I don't love this one. I honestly think it's like that iris in here. I find jasmine to be similar, but I like jasmine more. I've said that a bunch, and I think it might be because this has iris in it. And iris to me makes it a little powdery. So I didn't choose this, but I do know a lot of people really love this scent. And yeah, that's on the list as well. And also on the list is Chasing Fireflies, which came out in 2023. And I have my version. And this is Golden Pear Jasmine Blooms Illuminating Woods. And I've always liked this one. It's like perfumey, sweet. You do get the woods in here and the pear. This one has been like kind of coined as the bug spray scent. Everyone compared it to smelling like bug spray. And I kind of get that. I kind of get where people are talking about, but I think it's like a fancy scented bug spray. I think it's pretty. This did come out for fall, and I do know a lot of people really love this one as well. Now, for the sweets and treats category, Among the Clouds is on the list, and I do have mine from 2023, and this is Wildberry Skies with Vanilla Clouds, and I like this one. It is a pretty like vanilla berry. It's sweet. It's kind of like leaning cotton candy in a way, but not so artificial like cotton candy clouds. But it's very pretty, and um, yeah, it's on the list. So if you wanted this to return, or if you never got your hands on it, you could vote for this one. And then on the list is pumpkin pecan waffles. So I have one my daughter actually gave to me, which I'm so surprised because this my daughter loves this one. Um, she's loved it since it came out in like candle form. Every year I would have to give her one. She loves this. This is maple syrup golden waffles and pumpkin spice brown sugar. Yeah, very gourmand, very like fall. You get the spices, but the sweetness. It's so good. So if you wanted to get your hands on this one, you could vote for that one back. And then we have Sweet on Paris. So I did vote for that one because I heard a lot about this one. And I believe it's from an older collection where they did like Eiffel Towers and stuff like that. And this one has quite a bit of notes, blackberry, meringue, vanilla, peony, nectarine, macaron, and apricot. So I don't know. I'm very intrigued about this one. And I would be excited for them to bring that one back. So that's why I voted for Sweet on Paris. And then Almond Blossom is also on the list, which also sounds really good. I did not vote for this one. I believe this one does come back in like hand sanitizers, hand soaps. I'm not sure about candle form, maybe wallflowers. I'm not 100%, but I would like this to come back in body care, but I did not vote for this. And then we have Wrapped in Vanilla. So I ended up ordering mine off of eBay. I so many people rave about this one, and I had to get my hands on it. I'm glad I did. I did overpay. Yes, I did. I want to say I paid around $20 for this, which I mean isn't terrible because I do know people ask for a lot more for this. And this was brand new. It's soft vanilla, velvet sugar, chantilly creme, and this is a beautiful sweet vanilla, like whipped cream, lactonic. It's gorgeous. And although I would love this to return because I would love to get it in shower gel and in lotion, I did vote for something else. And the next one, which I did vote for, is Beach Nights, which originally launched in 2022, I believe. And that one's marshmallow, vanilla, sea salt, chocolate, driftwood. I heard this is a beautiful, like, end of the summer scent. It's sweet with the marshmallow, the hints of chocolate, but you do have like that sea salt in here as well, the driftwood. So I don't know. I really, really want this one back. I've talked about this in plenty of videos where I talk about scents I would like to return, and I've always brought up Beach Nights. I guess this is one that used to come like all the time, and then one year they just stopped bringing it back, and that's how Bath and Body Works does it. You'll get a scent all the time and you're used to it, and all of a sudden it's gone and you want it back. And then for the fresh and clean category, which honestly I'm not a huge fresh and clean lover. I'm more of the sweets and treats and the fruity and all that. But I do want some of these to come back. So we have Cotton Blossom. I did not choose that one. This one's like an old school one. it sounds very linen, like you have the musk, the air, the cotton flower. So I didn't choose that one, but I'm sure a lot of people would be excited for that one to come back. We have Indigo Dreams, which is another like musky. It has like amber, bergamot, and it says citrus. I did not choose that one either. And then we have Juniper Breeze, which is an old school one. I remember that one from the 90s, and I did vote for it. I don't know why I did not pick it up the summer semi-annual sale 2023. I remember seeing it in stores, but I did not grab it. Um, at that time, I just wasn't buying everything in store, and there was others I wanted over that one. But Juniper Breeze is juniper, mountain air, aldehydes, green apple, pineapple, ylang ylang, jasmine musk, and precious woods. I can't remember exactly what juniper breeze smells like, but I just remember I really liked it a long time ago. And I want to say I owned a bottle years ago. So I would love for that to return. So that's why I voted for it. And then we have Kaleidoscope on the list. I did not pick that one because I heard it smells like If You Musk. I'm not a huge fan of If You Musk. And there's also that iris in here. There's cedar, black pepper. It just does not seem, and there's also pink pepper, like a scent I would enjoy. I know there's a lot of lovers of Kaleidoscope out there, and I guess this was marketed to change to like your chemistry on your skin, and it smells differently on everyone. But I don't know. If it came back, of course I would pick it up to add it to the collection, but it's just not something I don't think I would like that one. Also, Endless Sea is in the category, which came out in 2023, and I do have a bottle of Endless Sea. This is fresh bergamot, saltwater lily, and ocean driftwood. I honestly haven't used this that much. It's pretty. It's an aquatic. I do get some the sweetness and the lily in here as well. I think it's nice. It's like a fresh, clean aquatic, sweet aquatic. The next one on the list is Aruba Coconut, which I did vote for. This came out in 2013, has quite a bit of notes with apple, nectarine, mango, passion flower, melon, vanilla orchid, coconut custard, Tahitian vanilla, and sandalwood. So that sounds amazing. That sounds like fruity. So I'm very curious why it's in like the clean and fresh category. Um, but I would love for that to come back. That's definitely old school, and I love like tropical type of smells. So that's why I voted for that one. And then the next category, fruity and bright, we have Secret Wonderland on the list. First came out in 2010, so it's definitely a throwback. It sounds really good, and I've heard good things, but I did not vote for it. It has like strawberry, raspberry, berries, gardenia, there's vanilla, amber, musk, so it does sound really good, but I just chose other ones because I want them back more. Like the next one is Sunset Glow, which I did vote for. And that came out in 2020 originally. It has coconut, cherry, moonflower. I've talked about this one numerous times as well. This is supposed to be dupe for Sol de Janeiro 62, but it has a cherry note added. I think it sounds amazing. I've heard so many people say it's like their top 5 of all time. So I would want that back so bad. I can, hopefully they bring it back next summer. I would want every single piece in that collection. And then we have Black Cherry Merlot, which originally came out in 2019. I have my 2023 version that I picked up. I don't know what I did with the cap. It's probably somewhere around it's somewhere around here. But this is dark cherry, black raspberry merlot. I love this. I loved it when I first bought it in 2023. Really nice cherry, but it has a little depth to it, and that merlot. It's it's so good. I love this. I didn't vote for this because I own it, but I would love for it to come back because I would love to get more forms, and I do have quite a bit of usage. It's more than half gone. So, although I would love this to return, I did not vote for it. And then we have Midnight Pomegranate, which a lot of people said it's really good. I've never tried this one. It has lots of notes. It sounds like it has like a lot of sweetness with the pomegranate, blackberry. There's citruses, raspberry, blueberry, but there's also a lot of deep notes with cinnamon. There's nutmeg. You have tobacco in here, vanilla patchouli. So that sounds really interesting, although I didn't vote. Then we have Black Raspberry Vanilla, which originally launched in 2020. I didn't vote for this one, but I've heard everyone talk about how good this is. And I believe this was one that was in the stores for a while as well until it wasn't. And this one sounds like it's like a sweet berry with blackberry and raspberry, but you also have red wine in here, vanilla orchid, cashmere, sandalwood, so it offers some depth. I heard it was really good. But the one I voted for is Sun Ripened Raspberry. So I voted for this because it's an old school one. I remember this from the 90s. It's probably one of my first Bath and Body Works scents. I do remember like cucumber melon, juniper breeze, sun ripened raspberry, and like country apple and plumeria, of course. So I would love sun ripened raspberry to come back just because it's so nostalgic to me. It has raspberry, sugar, strawberry leaf. I have heard they changed it, how it smells. Like it doesn't smell the same as it did in the 90s. Like you do get a lot of green from this, from that like strawberry leaf, but I just remember sun ripened raspberry having this distinct smell to it. I remember the old school packaging, like with it had like the green top and you could unscrew it. And I remember when we would get down really low with the spray, we would just fill it up with water because that's how concentrated those mists used to be. Like you would fill it up with water and it would smell just as strong as it did brand new. It was crazy because me and all my friends didn't have a lot of money, so we would get like the mini travel size, and would do that with them. And then the next category is botanicals and blooms. So we have Country Chick, which I did vote for this one. It came out in 2011 originally. It has Amalfi lemon, grapefruit, pear, marigold, there's green notes, lily, gardenia, raspberry, jasmine, peach. I don't know, it sounds interesting and it's such a classic and I've heard a lot of people talk about this one. I actually see this one being sold on my Facebook marketplace for like a long time. It's like a half used bottle. It's almost gone for $4. And I've been tempted to contact the seller, but they live maybe like a half hour drive, 45 minutes, and that's I don't know. I would just like them to bring it back so I could get a whole new brand new bottle. And then we have Mad About You, which I also voted for, which it says it originally launched in 2014. It has a black currant, which I know I like the black currant because I like it in like there's a currant note in jasmine. There's also a currant note in luminous, so I feel like I would like it. And it has peony, vanilla musk, patchouli, pink jasmine. And I know when I first started getting into Bath and Body Works and I would watch people's videos and Mad About You was like in all the outlet stores, but unfortunately I live hours away from an outlet. I feel like the closest outlet is maybe like 4 or 5 hours for me. So if I'm ever on a road trip, I definitely want to stop, but I would really like for that one to return so I could get my hands on it. And then we also have rosewater and ivy on the list, which I think is pretty. I believe it just came out in hand soap recently. That's something my daughter would definitely love for them to return. But I did not vote for it. And we have cactus blossom, which I believe it came on Body Care 2023 because I don't know if my daughter still has it or she used it up, but I believe that's a pretty one. And then we have honey wildflowers on the list as well. I have a bottle that my daughter gave to me, and this says crisp pear, fresh wildflowers, sweet honey. I feel like a lot of people want this one to return. It was supposed to, like, it was sneak peek to return last fall, but it never came out for some reason. It is a beautiful, like, sweet honey floral, and I think a lot of people would be happy with this return. I would too. I would, but I just voted for other ones. And then the last one on the list is Beautiful Day, which I also own. And this is Sunkissed Apple, Sparkling Cassis, Wild Daisies, Pink Peony, and Fresh Woods. I think this is such a pretty one too. It's more of an apple sweet like floral fragrance, very fresh and clean and sweet. And I think this is pretty. I've always thought it was really pretty. So I feel like they have really good choices on these lists for voting. I'm so excited to see what next year's summer sale has to offer us and what scents they do bring back. And we also have Halloween to look forward to soon as well. And the app just did previews of Halloween. I did post those photos on my community tab. I was thinking about doing a video like for those as well, talking about the Halloween products and talking about the photos. Maybe I'll do that. We'll see. But that is it for today's video. I really appreciate you guys watching. Let me know what you voted for down below. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And I'll see you guys later. All right. Bye.